Good morning and welcome to Rise and 9 on this another First Alert Day.
Oh, we can't catch a break.
No, it's just one after another and it's not even technically winter yet.
Oh, I know. I was wondering, and I don't have the answer on this, but if we've gotten more snow already this year than we did all of winter last year, because if we add up around that foot, and then was it 6 inches? I don't think we got 18 inches of snow last year.
I don't think so. That's a great question. We should ask our weather team today.
Right.
Because we have gotten so much and it just keeps coming. We had, what is that, around a foot around Thanksgiving.
That weekend.
And we've had a couple more systems, another one coming today.
And we could get up to 5 inches of snow.
Yeah, and then more Saturday.
Right.
Another First Alert Day. If you're missing them after today, there will be another one.
I was teasing Justin because he said he was going to get this, what was it, electric snow shovel? But that's a good idea. The snow is heavy to move, too.
It is, and it can be dangerous, especially depending. I think, whatever you need to do to clear your sidewalks, and so you do have to clear them. But it was fun to make fun of Justin.
Right, but on a more serious note, it can be very dangerous because we do have people get heart attacks.
Yeah.
Because you're just focused on doing the work. It's like the opposite of treadmill running. Like you're not really thinking about doing it.
Yeah.
You're just getting the sidewalk cleared, and you don't realize that strain that's putting on your heart, and that can, when you're bent over, that can put a weird amount of, I don't know the medical reason, but I just do know that you have to be careful.
And it's sometimes hard when it's cold outside to feel how much you're exerting yourself, because you maybe aren't sweating as much as you normally would be.
Yeah.
Like if it was summer, you can kind of tell, when you get overheated or
and if you're stressed out,
your body,
trying to hurry, get to work or anything.
Yeah. So definitely want to be safe. Prepare to clear some more snow.
And I was just talking to our midday producer. It feels like it's been a long time, months, maybe even a year or more, since we've talked about in the midday about schools letting out early.
Yes.
That we've even had an evening storm. I feel like we're oftentimes talking about this is impacting the morning, schools are delaying or canceling, but it seems like we haven't had a night-evening impact. Like maybe, I guess this week a little bit, going into that most recent storm, but not a big one like maybe we're seeing today.
Yeah, like over the weekend we had that one that was actually really snow globe-like over the weekend. I think that was Saturday night. But not when it's a day where people are worried about getting home from work and school that's impacting those schools. I know we were supposed to have a 9.2 wrestling match on tonight with Iowa City schools, but since they're letting out early, that's obviously canceled with no activities tonight.
Right, have to be watching out for those delays. I just feel like we haven't seen that in a while to see school early outs.
I know, yeah. It'll be something to watch with that timing too if we start to see some more of them throughout the day today as that kind of gets closer, that clipper system, as Justin called it. But fast moving, but gonna dump some snow on its way through.
Right, and I had some Oreo fluff made for a holiday party tonight. Not sure if that'll get canceled. It would be okay if it does, because then I can just stay at home and eat my fluff.
There you go, the fluff all to yourself.
Right. I've had it so many times, but I've never made it myself. So I looked up a recipe. This one has cream cheese in it, which I was like, okay, great, good reviews, I'll make that one. But I think the one I'm used to normally has a box of pudding mix in it, but it tasted great.
Because I picture cream cheese as being thicker than like a typical fluff, but that sounds delicious.
Right, well you whip it up for 5 minutes, so it does get really fluffy, and then you add in the Cool Whip. So, but it's like a very glossy texture, and then I was thinking I make this really good peanut butter chocolate pie that it almost kind of frustrates me because it's such an easy thing to make, but it's really good, so I should be happy for that. Right. But it's like you want your labor to match the appreciation, right? But that peanut butter pie, it's the same thing. It's cream cheese with powdered sugar and some Cool Whip, and that one's a big hit. So
that sounds delicious.
It's kind of the same concept. It's cream cheese, powdered sugar, and Cool Whip, just with Oreos instead of peanut butter.
Yum. Well, I think either way it sounds good, and if there's white stuff falling outside, then you can sit inside and just eat your fluff all by your Christmas tree and enjoy it.
I'm having fluff either way.
That's perfect. It's good for you.
Yeah, I even put like little mini Oreos to make a Christmas tree, and like my mental vision matched perfectly how it turned out. So
good for you. You're so crafty with the food. I know you always make the most beautiful Christmas cookies too.
Right. It is a lot of work to do those. I haven't done that. I actually had a memory pop up from 2017 when I made that. I'm like, oh, I should post that on my Facebook.
Yeah, you should. I remember it was just a couple years ago you made them too, and they're so pretty.
And they're good to eat too.
Yeah, they taste good too.
Right.
Yeah, and they look pretty. But
I just hate doing the dishes, so that's why I need a helper.
Well,
do the boring stuff I don't want to do.
I could do the dish. I'm capable of that. I could do the dishes. The cooking part, I mean, baking the cookies, that I probably can get that down. It's the decorating.
Right.
Like, I just don't have that art bone in my body.
I'm just so tired by the time I made the cookies. I'm like, I'm just over this now, but you got to push through.
It's a lot of patience because it makes a lot. Yeah. But yeah, it would be a good day tonight to stay in and bake if that's what you're into, or whatever you do for enjoyment inside your house, because it's going to be could be kind of rough out there if you're driving around.
Right, something to watch out for. Also this morning, as you're headed out, or any day, absolutely, school bus having to be safe around this. I know Officer Tom Dobbs, whenever we're like, what should we talk about? He's like, I can always discuss school bus safety because it can be so dangerous for kids.
Yeah, and we've heard from bus drivers over the years too who, share their experiences with this, because when they have those stop arms out, you cannot pass them. And this still happens, that cars go past school buses, and we saw this just in the Quad Cities with the video we had on this morning.
Right, the Quad Cities School District, this is the Rockridge Community School District. It's warning about people passing buses. They say it's been a problem this school year, and they've done things to address this, like adding even more flashing lights. The bus already has a lot, even putting up signs around the town to slow down. But it wasn't enough.
No, there's video that you'll want to check out where you can see that the school bus is stopped and a truck just blows by going the opposite direction. You could hear the bus driver saying, hold up, hold up. You could hear him honking on the horn. Really could have saved that student, whoever was trying to cross, that he got to stop.
Because that student was about to get out the bus and get out of the bus and could have crossed the street. And maybe it's just something people don't know, that even if a bus is stopped this way and the truck was coming this way. Love the visual.
Yes,
right?
I love
But you still have to stop if you're coming this way, because a kid can get out and cross the street. And
they do that all the time. I see that around my neighborhood. They stop on the one side, kids get out, and they cross the street because their house is on the other side of the road. So you cannot pass the school buses when those stop arms are out. It's very scary.
Right, and this was a really scary video. But in addition to maybe harming a child, which would be the worst case scenario, you can get fined up to $675. And if it happens twice in 5 years, that can cost you $2,000. And you could even go to jail and lose your license.
Yeah, nothing is worth, if you're running late or whatever it may be, nothing is worth potentially the harm you could cause a child. And then, of course, you don't want hundreds of dollars in fines either.
Yeah, and because we had that video right from the dash cam of that bus, schools around here also have camera, and that's something Officer Tom Dobbs from Marion has talked about, that if a bus driver catches that happen, it's on video, they send it to police, and the police will let you know that they caught you on camera doing that.
Yeah, and something I loved watching this video, because it's a hard video to watch, but you can hear the care that the bus driver has for his passenger, who he didn't want to cross the street. I mean, that you just love to see that. These school bus drivers, they're driving in all these conditions depending on the day, as we're talking about more weather today. And then they're protecting the kids with driving safely, but then also making sure when they get out to try to cross the road, they're not going to get hit by a car. It's a lot of responsibility on those bus drivers.
Right. I know. I've even talked to there's a bus driver, if I'm remembering this right, I might not be, I believe he's around Fairfax, and he was just saying how, like, he does extra things on Christmas. He'll hand out candy. He's like, don't tell your parents. Yeah, they do really care about the kids.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome and great to see, but yeah, don't want to see more videos like that.
Right, just slow down.
Absolutely. And something going on today, you couldn't miss it if you watched our morning show, but it is Variety's children's charity, 2 Days of Compassion. Of course, their radiothon they do over a couple days to raise money for families who have critically ill children in the hospital.
Yes, and this money that is raised today and tomorrow goes right to hospitals right here in Eastern Iowa, Mercy Medical Center and St. Luke's Hospital. And this is things that insurance doesn't cover. This isn't for health insurance. This is all those extra things that you might not even think about until you're in that situation. Like you have another child, they need to pay for a babysitter, or you're having to pay for parking, or you're maybe going out to eat more because you can't get home and cook. Just like or electric bills. Those bills don't stop even when you're in the hospital and your whole world is stopped. Things like that still add up, and that's just one less thing that people don't have to worry about when they have a baby in the NICU or someone in the pediatric unit. Yeah,
and you might be traveling back and forth. Also can help with gas money, if you don't live in the area, you're just doing a lot more driving to go visit your loved one. So yeah, very important, and it really can help take a stressor off a family that's already dealing with something so unimaginable of having a critically sick child, and then they don't have to worry about what they're going to eat or if they're going to be able to fill up the gas in their car. So it can be really important, especially leading into the holidays.
Yeah, you never want to have a child in the hospital ever, but even around Christmas time, that's so much harder. I know I think you have too, done stories of these families who are benefiting from this, and it's really interesting how the process works. A nurse or medical staff member will kind of pay attention, and because they know what's going on in someone's life, and so that's how that works, to get the money to the people who really need that help.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And we had Charles Hart out there all morning throughout the morning show. And it was great to hear that phone ring and know that, people are up early this morning already giving and doing what they can to help these families. It's only the beginning of the 2-day event.
Right. And all those donations are so appreciated. We're going to show you how to donate. You can call 319-364-6400 or go to kcrg.com. It's one of the first tabs right in there. You can fill out the online form and donate.
Yeah, very easy to do. And we've also been showing a QR code on our morning show. Be on again at midday. Charles will be back out there. So plenty of opportunities over the next 2 days to give if you're able. I'm sure the families appreciate it.
Right. Just one less thing to worry about when they're focused on their families in the hospital.
Yeah, so important.
Right. Well, thanks for joining us for Rise at 9.
Have a great day today and stay safe getting home.